The Katie and Cassidy Show.
On this special edition of The Katie and Cassidy Show, we will be talking about
San Diego River.
Look what we humans have been doing to this river. We keep polluting and it's hurting our river.
Well, we're going to put that aside and come back to it later. Right now, I'm going to give you a little background information on the San Diego River. San Diego River is approximately 52 miles long and starts in the Cuyamaca Mountains and ends at the El Capitan Reservoir.
The El Capitan Reservoir is the largest reservoir. Water goes into the El Capitan Reservoir and purifies, cleans the water. When we pollute, it goes into the reservoir. It will be harder to clean the water, and so we may be drinking dirty water. Ew.
Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about dissolved oxygen, turbidity, and pH. Dissolved oxygen is the measure of oxygen dissolved in water. Turbidity is the measure of cloudiness or haziness in the water caused by individual particles. pH is a scale from 0 to 14. 0 to 6 is acidic, 7 is neutral, and 8 to 14 is basic or alkaline. An example of what humans do that will affect the dissolved oxygen and lower the dissolved oxygen, how much there is in the river, is when humans let fertilizer run off from their lawns into the river, a bunch of plants are low because of a chemical called phosphorus that makes the plants grow, and fertilizers. And since there will be so many plants, eventually they're going to run out of room to grow. And when they run out of room to grow, they're going to die, and then all the decomposers will go and decompose them, like bacteria. And when there's more plants to decompose, that equals more bacteria. And with more bacteria, then they're living organisms, so they're going to need way more dissolved oxygen, and that's going to lower the dissolved oxygen in the river with the effect of making other animals die.
Next is turbidity, which is the amount of cloudiness in the water. High turbidity levels can affect the ability for fish's gills to absorb dissolved oxygen, which will kill fish, and also high turbidity blocks the sunlight from going through the water, and sunlight is a big factor in the process of photosynthesis, and without sunlight, plants living underwater won't be able to carry out photosynthesis. Now, you're probably wondering what pH means. It means parts hydrogen.
There's a scale to test whether water has a good pH from 0 to 14. 0 to 6 is acidic, 7 is neutral, and 8 to 14 is basic or alkaline.
It is very important that our San Diego River pH stays from 6 to 9 on the pH scale, leaving it in its healthiest condition.
For example, if you threw away a full bottle of hand sanitizer in the trash or in the river, it would affect the pH level by making the river more acidic than neutral, making the river unhealthy.
Also, when we wash our cars or water our lawns, it makes muddy water. Also, car cleaner runoff to the storm drains, which can not only affect the San Diego River pH, but also can cause high turbidity.
Okay, so we have an example for you on turbidity. Get the spoon.
Now here are two clean glasses of water.
This one is going to represent the San Diego River and how we want it to be, which is perfectly clean.
And this one is going to represent what high turbidity does to the water in our San Diego River.
So we have some cleaner here, and we're going to put it in there, and we're going to mix it. And it's going to show how the cloudiness can affect the river and how the sunlight won't pass through.
Ready, guys? Do you see how it's getting all hazy and cloudy?
You see how it's all cloudy?
That's called high turbidity.
Look at the difference. Do you see how this also makes high turbidity, and changes the San Diego River's pH.
We want our water to look like this.
Not like this. Lastly, or close to last, we will be talking a little bit about pollution.
We humans cause all the harmful things that happen to the San Diego River, and most people don't even know it.
We abuse the river by doing things that we really don't need to do, such as letting toxic chemicals go down the storm drains, littering in the river, and our car exhausts are examples of
some of the things that we do to the river. And that was just a portion of the horrible things that we do to the river. There are way too many to count.
So, we have a couple fun facts for you.
Next is trophic levels, and here are some fun facts. Producers are typically plants or algae. Algae and plants don't usually eat other organisms. Producers pull nutrients from the soil or ocean and manufactures their own food using photosynthesis.
The food chain of the San Diego River starts with the first level consumers, which are plants and algae. And herbivores are the second consumers, and an example of a second consumer at the San Diego River is a tree frog. And third level consumers are usually carnivores, and an example of a carnivore is a hawk.
Now, let's review. So, please try not to litter, and try not to use eco-friendly products.
Yeah, and don't let fertilizer or other things run off your lawn. Like when you're washing your car, don't let your car soap run off your lawn into the storm drains, because it's all going to affect the San Diego River, and we don't want that for our river. Let's all make it better for San Diego.
Yep. Next time on the Katie and Casidy show,
we will be interviewing Harry Styles.
Harry Styles! Yes, yes. Can you believe it's Harry Styles? Oh my gosh, it's Harry Styles.
It was her idea. For now, I'm going to give you a little bit of background information on the San Diego River. The San Diego River is approximately 52 miles long, and it starts in the Cuyamaca Mountains and ends at the El Capitan Reservoir.
The El Capitan Reservoir is the largest reservoir. Water goes into the El Capitan Reservoir and purifies, cleans the water. When we pollute, it goes into the reservoir. It will be harder to clean, and the water will turn into dirty water. Ew.
This is the Katie and Casidy show. Come on! Is she okay?